Okay, Salam alaikum, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to our first ever Confluence Sufi Yoga class. Glad you could make it, and glad you could make it. And it's wonderful to show you today in our first class Kriya, or a series of yoga positions which are called Kriya, which is called green energy. And this green energy Kriya is perfect for today's Mawlid and Nabi. So I want to wish everyone a Mawlid and Nabi Mubarak. Happy Mawlid for everyone. Eid Mubarak, yes. And in fact, the idea is that from our so-called fourth chakra, or Latif, as it's called in Arabic, we emanate a green energy field, which is made up of essentially love for nature, love for the planet, love for our human fellow beings. Based in the heart area, this chakra is a green energy chakra, and or latif, and it corresponds with nafsul mutma'inna in the Quran. So for those of you who've read Ya ayyuha nafsul mutma'inna in the Quran, the ayat, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, you know about this energy that's located here, this heart energy. Mutma'inna, I'm satisfied, I'm happy, I'm content with the world, and I'm ready to give this content energy to the world and make people happy with my joy and with my happiness. Okay, so that's the essential, key to today's green energy kriya. But before we start going into the yoga practice, what I want to do is talk about some fundamentals, because today is our very first class. And for anybody who's watching this online, if you want to know what Sufi Yoga is all about, it'd be good to get you some fundamentals and get you started. So the first thing that I think is on everybody's mind is, are Sufism and yoga compatible, or is yoga Islam compatible? And the answer is that if you do it a certain way, yes, it's compatible. If you do it a different way, no, it's not compatible. So then the question that begs itself is, what is the right way to combine Sufism with the practice of yoga? And of course, the answer, as usual in Sufi practices, is you can do the inner research as long as you don't leave the outer Sharia. So as long as you don't, break any of the Islamic code, of the Islamic sunnah, or the way of life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then of course it's perfectly acceptable, and actually it's beneficial and should be encouraged to practice yoga. So what do I mean by the sunnah? Obviously the dress code, you can see I'm fully covered. I'm covering my hair for energetic reasons. As a man, it's a sunnah if I cover my hair, but in yoga we always cover our hair because the energy tends to rise through the chakra and land after the class is over. You'll feel a lot of energy here on the outside of your hair, so it's good to cover your hair when you practice yoga. Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. But you can see that I'm completely keeping within the line of the Sharia just with the clothing that I'm wearing. And of course, from our lady friends and colleagues, we ask the same. So you should be fully covered, and you should cover your hair, and you should wear loose clothing, nothing too tight, and this makes a little bit of a difference to, classic Western yoga. If you go to Western yoga, of course, everybody in t-shirt and tight pants, and everything's extremely tight and showing as much as they possibly can. And of course, we don't do that here, yeah? So if this is boring for you watching maybe the first time, okay, so you're welcome to find another yoga that suits you better. But in our form of yoga, we're very clear that we try to cover our whole body, and we wear loose clothing. It should not be tight, it should be relaxed, because we're going to use our body, okay? We're going to use our body. We're going to manifest our inner experience through the yoga positions, okay? Through different geometric positions that we're aligning with our body, okay? Another element is the correct understanding of mantra. So when we say mantra, we say a phrase that we repeat repetitively on the search for truth, okay? And what that means is I can use different sources of mantra in order to express my inner experience. One of them can be from the Arabic language, for example, from the Quran. I can take an ayat and I can repeat it over and over and over and over and over again. And in fact, one of the famous Chishti Sufi practices is to take an ayat and repeat it 111 times. Okay. Normally, it should be your shaykh that gives you the ayat, and then from this ayat you take as a student, and 111 times, maybe at night before you go to bed, or maybe after your morning prayer, you would repeat it 111 times, and it would give you a certain energy. The dhikr or the mantra is a channel for you to unlock certain sets of energies that are within you as a human being. Now we can also stop just with Arabic mantras, or we can explore the yogic pantheon of mantra, as long as we always remember that yoga as a word actually means unity. Okay, it actually means tawhid. So tawhid in Arabic means unity. So when we talk about yoga, we're actually talking about accessing the universal unity within us and within our experience of the entire world. So with inner, with outer, with above, with below, with left and right, black and white, what have you, man and woman. This entire unity is called yoga, and this is the root of the Sanskrit word yoga. So keeping this in mind, when we take mantras that express perhaps elements of what we call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah meaning God, or being the universal unity, the constant universal energy that has created us and brought us into this life experience, to whom we are ever thankful, we examine the attributes of Allah. We examine the attributes through the mantra. Now, some forms of these attributes are, of course, the 99 names of God. So another form of mantra can be, for example, examining the compassionate side of Allah, which is Ar-Rahim. So we can say Ya Rahim, Ya Rahim, Ya Rahim, and it can be a mantra, okay? Or it can be a dhikr, and we can practice this. Or we can take any of the attributes of God which are expressed in the yogic pantheon, for example, Shiva or Kali or Durga, Saraswati, Brahma, Ganesha, the list just, of course, in the Hindu pantheon. The attributes of God have many different names and qualities, and all of them lead to an inner dimension of understanding of God in His unity and grace, accessing the grace of God. So we are not afraid to use the yogic mantra as well, but we contextualize and we understand that Shiva is not an independent god, or we don't say Kali is an independent goddess, but we say these are male and female qualities or aspects of the entire unity of Allah. Okay, so in that sense, it's important to qualify when we use the yogic mantras. So we're still within the entire concept of God's unity, just using the Sanskrit language, which opens many, many doors for many, many reasons, which we'll get into in the next classes. Okay. Another fundamental important thing is that we respect other cultures and other traditions. Okay. If you're here to say Islam is the only good thing in the world, you are not in the right class. If you're here thinking Islam is nonsense and yoga is the only way, you're not in the right class. So you should be here because you want to celebrate the union or the confluence of two wonderful cultures and traditions, and indeed inner pathways to reach Allah, to reach God, and you should enjoy the exchange because we should be here to have fun, okay? And that's the fourth thing I want to say today. We should be here to have fun, okay? We should enjoy yoga and we should enjoy the practice of Sufi Yoga. And having said that, I think that's enough for an introduction. Any questions so far? Do you have any questions? Okay. Any questions, Hassan?
No, I have no questions.
Excellent. Okay. You can hear me loud and clear, yes?
Yes, I hear you very well.
Good. So that's about Sufi Yoga. And now about yoga in general. I just want to say, you can see I have my lovely 100% orange juice drink, okay, with some water mixed. And my lovely wife, Salam, has a wonderful 100% natural milk and almonds drink with some grapes, I think. Yes, exactly. And so you have a glass of water, which is the 100% most perfect thing you can have is a glass of water, okay?
Yes, I have it.
So, what's that?
Yes, I have water with me.
I know, because you told us you were going to get it. So, so that's the idea is that we have something to drink, okay? You should have something to drink with you. You know, you're wearing the relaxed clothing. I've got this mat. I think you can see it's a soft mat that I'm using here for the ground. You know, and basically, that's all you really need. I've got also a pillow here that I'm sitting on. You know, if you want to use as a tool, you want to use any kind of a pillow, you know, that's perfectly legitimate, and you're welcome to do that. I've got some issues with my knees, so therefore, you know, I'm a little bit careful about how I sit and what positions I take and so on. And that brings me maybe to the most important thing, which is today and anytime you practice yoga, yes, of course, you should have fun and you should challenge yourself and you should try to enter the geometric positions, but you should never go too far, okay? So please don't hyperextend your muscles, don't stretch too far or go too far in a position, because I can't help you if you get injured, okay? I cannot take any liability if you get injured. You know, you have to take care of yourself. This is an online class. It's not a personal class where I can help you. So you have to be careful and don't go too far into your stretches, okay? Or your yoga positions. Having said that, I think we have everything we need to start. And I want to say one thing before we get going. I want to show you how we would stretch normally before we come to class, okay? Because I want people to be well stretched before they come to class. So we don't have to spend, let's say, 15 minutes every time to stretch, but try to stretch before you come to the class. So your body's already, because when you stretch, you know, the muscles are much more relaxed and everything is loose, and somehow, you know, you can go a lot further in your yoga practice than if you're, you know, very tight in your body, okay? So let's start with some stretches. And that's okay, don't worry. That's fine, okay, perfect. All right, so let's start with some stretches. And what I would ask you to do is just sit on the floor and stretch out your legs as far as you can in a V shape like this, okay? And again, don't hyperextend. Don't go too far with your stretches, okay? And the way we do this in Sufi Yoga, and Sufi Yoga, I want to remind, is based on the teachings of yoga from Guru Nanak Ji, who was the Indian founder of the Sikh tradition, okay? Guru Nanak came and spent many years in Mecca, and he actually taught in Mecca his yogic philosophy to the Sufis for many years. This was a time in Mecca when there were Sufis in Mecca, okay? When you had very different people organizing Mecca and the Kaaba than you do today, okay? To put it mildly, okay? So in those days, it was possible for a sheikh like Guru Nanak Ji to come and teach the Sufis, but also learn from the Sufis and have a mutual exchange between the Sufis and Guru Nanak. And he took all that he learned about Islam and he brought it back to his tradition of, you know, yogic practice, and created Sikhism, which, if you know a little bit about Sikhism, it's very much like Islam, except that they're vegetarian and they're very strict about one man, one woman. And, you know, but that's almost it, you know, I mean, so much is the same. And so it's very obvious, you know, that Guru Nanak took a lot back from Mecca and he implemented it in the yogic practice that he taught again afterward in India. And so we focus on that. And one of the things that we do in this tradition is we work a lot on breath technique. Okay, so breath is extremely important. And that means that what we try to do, I'd be careful with that. Exactly. Okay, merci. So I would say, you know, work a lot on the breath and watch your breath. One of the main fundamental things we're doing is watching our breath. If I don't say anything else, the breath is in through the nose and it's out through the nose like this, okay? the practices with your hand, you can do it also. Just watch your breath. That's it, okay? 2 hands. Okay. Okay, and the so-called Bij mantra or the seed mantra, the basic mantra that we're going to use in Sufi Yoga is called Allah Hu. Allah Hu. Okay, and Allah is Allah, of course, the one universal God figure, and Hu is like He who is God. Okay, in Arabic, but it's also, it's not about gender. This is not a male-female issue. This is a supra gender issue, or even a supra-ontological issue when we say Hu, okay? And when we breathe in, we think Allah, so it's Allah. And when we breathe out, we think Hu, like this, okay? So it's Allah. It's Allah on the breathe in, and Hu on the exhale, okay? This, we're thinking this, okay? We're thinking this. It's not that we mention it literally with our tongue, but we're thinking it. And the idea is that with the breathe in, it's Allah. And we take in the entire universe. We breathe it in, okay? And when we breathe out on Hu, we breathe out the entire universe, okay? So this is a very famous Sufi practice. Okay, and I'm vocalizing, but actually we just close our mouth and we do it through the nose. And we just think this. And we think about, I'm breathing in the entire universe on Allah. And I'm breathing out the entire universe on Hu. Okay. Okay, so the Bij mantra is Allah on breathe in and Hu on breathe out. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? Okay, so I've been doing this in this wonderful V position, so please forgive me. And now we start the actual stretch. Okay, so we breathe in, and then we go down. And try to go as far down as you can on your left side, and you can see that my back is relatively straight, and I'm actually just bending with the elbow, going forward. I'm actually grasping my foot. You can't really see it, but I'm grasping my foot as much as I can, and I'm working from the lower back. So it's not like I'm doing this, you know, but I'm actually just using the lower back to stretch in, and going up and down. It's a very soft stretch, just to get awake a little bit the legs and the ankle, okay? Hassan, can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
Wonderful, okay. Any questions, just ask. So the Bij mantra, or the seed mantra of our practice is Allah. Okay, now switch sides, breathe in, and exhale, and go back down on the right side. And again, you can see I'm basically, my back is straight, okay, it's perfectly straight, and I'm just using the leverage of my lower back and my abdomen to bend into the stretch very softly, okay? So we're not killing each other, but we're stretching in. And if you turn your body a little bit toward the foot, yes, you have a much better angle, okay? Breathe in. And now both sides, just breathe in, and you can shift from left to right, just like this, okay? Very good. Stretching like this. I've got this beautiful candle here. You can't see the candle, that's too bad, but it's always nice to switch on a candle, to light a candle when you practice yoga, okay? Very good. Okay, and now we're going to go into the butterfly position. So please bring your legs together, and your feet are going to face each other, and you're going to grasp your hands like this, and you're going to cover your feet, and you're going to straighten your back. It's important to have a straight back. So this is not like this, you know, but it's like this, okay? Really nice straight back, and just, you know, shake like a butterfly, you know, move your thighs up and down with a straight back. And this is actually here for the back. It's releasing the Kundalini, starting to work on the Kundalini energy, which is at the base of the spine. And the Kundalini energy can be compared like to a flute. So when I was 15 years old, I could feel this energy going up and down my spine, literally, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I was very shocked about it, and I didn't explore this direction because I was just too young. And then later I found yoga. And with yoga, we can, of course, explore and move this energy in different parts of our body and open many inner doors and find many new inner experiences and learn. And the whole point is to get closer to God and closer to Shariat, actually, as it were. This is unbelievable, but true, okay? What I always say is that yoga is the Quran of the body, okay? So if you practice the proper yoga, it's like discovering the ayat inside of your body and opening many, many hidden doors within you, all right? So, inshallah, mashallah, exactly, all right? So that's the butterfly. So what I want to do now is I want to get you on your feet, and let's see how much I can present this next stretch that I want to do for you. I'm going to turn the monitor in this direction, and I hope you can see me. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stretch the back of my leg here, okay? And I'm just going to lean in like this, and I'm going to stretch the back, okay? So let's see if I can I stretch like this? Yes, this is a good angle for the camera. Okay, exactly, you see? So I'm stretching literally the back here, and this leg is just leveraging, it's just going forward, and I want to have straight back as much as I can, and I want to just lean into this, okay? To keep this part of the body straight. Okay, and I'm breathing in and out. Allah on the breathe in, Hu on the exhale. Allah on the inhale, Hu on the exhale. And we switch the legs. Okay, we're going to switch the legs and bend in again from the other side. You can support with a hand. I'm supporting with both my hands here against the wall. I'm stretching nicely. This is completely relaxed except as a support. I'm just leveraging. And again, I'm stretching the back part of the muscle here, okay? Very good, excellent, okay? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch the hamstring by pulling here on the ankle, okay? So I'm stretching here, and again, I'm using my hand to support, and this leg is relaxed, only supporting, okay? So pulling, pulling, pulling. Again, don't hyperextend, just pull as much as you can. Some of us don't need to use the wall. Very good. Okay, switch. Okay. So switching on the other side. And again, it's the same. If I show you from the front, it looks like this. Okay. And if I show you from the side, it looks like this. And basically what we're doing is we're stretching this muscle here, or this set of tendons, and stretch, 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 stretch. Very good. And shake your legs out a little bit, and shake your hands a little, and make sure you feel comfortable. Okay. I'm going to try to go back with the camera to the center so you can see again, and let's see how much of me you can see now. Not too much, but we'll do the following. I'll put this up a little bit like this. Exactly. No, you're good. You're good. And what we can do is the following. So I'm going to actually do a bend where I breathe out. So I'm exhaling, going down, breathing in, pulling in, and exhale, okay? And then breathe in, exhale, breathe in, pull, and exhale. A short inhale, exhale, inhale, pull, and exhale. And again, one more time. Breathe in, exhale, inhale, pull, and exhale. Very good. And now we can start to turn our body a little bit to the left and right. And here we're twisting our spine a little bit, so we're moving up in the spinal column, okay? Up the spinal column, and this is relaxing all of the different vertebrae and the joints in our upper body in a very relaxing manner. Yeah, this is a nice one. It's relaxing, but it's very effective, you know, because it relaxes everything, okay? And now we're going to do a little bit of jumping jack with this. I'm sure you're familiar with this. Just a few jumping jacks that are full blood flowing. And then we're going to switch to this exercise here, which is our right hand is up and our left leg is forward, or our left leg is up and our right leg is forward, okay? So this is the way we do this exercise, okay? Just like that. So I'm trying my best to do this online. This is not easy to do online, but as I said, I appreciate the video quality, and you can shake your hands up a little bit like this. Jump, 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 jump. Shake out your hands. You can see we're moving up the body, slowly, slowly up the body. Okay, this is typical for Kundalini Yoga. And we will apply this stuff. Now shake your shoulders like this. Check, 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 check. Very good. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, Allah. Exhale. Inhale when the shoulders are up. Exhale when the shoulders are down. 5 times, and then switch directions. So again, when the shoulders are up, breathe in, out, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Shake your shoulders a little bit, very good. Start to stretch your arms out. So take one arm and fold it over your body, and with the second arm here to support, press your shoulder. You're stretching this tendon here in your arm and your deltoid muscle. Very good. Very peaceful. Breathe in, breathe out. Excellent. And then switch your arms. Very good. Breathe in, breathe out. Very good, very good. And then bring one hand up. Let the elbow fall and pull the elbow behind your head. Push back a little bit with your head and your back. So you lean into the stretch. Now you're stretching this muscle, this set of muscle and tendon here. Okay. And then you switch your arms and your shoulders and you stretch, 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 stretch. Very good. Okay. And again, you can jump up a little bit and loosen your arms and your shoulders and your wrists and shake out your hands. People underestimate the tension that's in your hands, but people who work like 10 hours a day on a computer, they know how much tension is in their hands. It's really important to shake your hands and your feet also. You know, you can shake your feet and get rid of a lot of excess energy in your feet. In fact, there's an entire Kriya or practice which is only about shaking your hands and your feet. And people who do this for 40 days or 90 days, they start to feel that all of their inner sadness starts to go away, because so much sadness and so much tension and bad memories are caught in our hands and our feet. And so when we really shake, 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 and do this for maybe an hour a day, for 50 days or 100 days, all of the sadness goes away. This is a very interesting Kriya. Okay. So closing the stretch with just moving our head up and down as much as you can. If you're having neck pain, if you're experiencing neck pain, don't do this, just visualize it in your mind, okay? Just see it in your mind, yeah? So don't again, never, hyperextend yourself. But have your hands on the side, your hands should be on the side, your shoulders are back, and just stop. Exactly. This is with your head up and then you turn your head left and right. Left, breathe in. Right, breathe out. Left, breathe in. Right, breathe out. Chop Yana down. The balls down, cross. Okay. And then again, bend your head to the side. Breathe in. Breathe in on coming central. Breathe out to the right. In central, out left. In central, out left, sorry. In central, out right. And now circle your head. Breathe in, going back. Allah. Breathe out. Breathe in. Switch sides. Allah. Okay, you're thinking it. You're not saying it. You're breathing through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Again, switch. Inhale. Going back. Exhale, going forward. One last time. Inhale, going back, and exhale, going forward. And a final time on the other side. Inhale back and exhale forward. Very good. And again, just shake yourself out a little bit more. And very good. And I would say that you're very well stretched. How do you feel? Do you feel well stretched? People? Du bist gut. Okay, das ist toll. Sehr gut. Sogar auf Deutsch. Very good. Okay. Okay, I hope people are feeling well stretched out. And this, if you do this every morning, you know, regardless, you know, this is Sufi yoga, this is Pilates, this is yoga for great body, this is any kind of yoga, whatever yoga this is, or just a daily practice, just to stretch yourself every day is a wonderful morning exercise to get the blood flowing and to be fit and go into your day. Young people maybe don't need this so much, but when you get to our age, then definitely it's good to stretch every morning, okay? So I'm actually going to get my pillow and I'm going to sit on my butt on this pillow. Okay, and again, you know, I've got this wonderful orange drink. It's actually an orange juice with water. And I'm going to drink something. And I encourage you to drink something. Are you okay? We have injuries. Okay. Okay, Topogi. Oh. Okay, we have the first injury. It's a hand injury, okay? But it looks like it's gonna be okay. Yes, you've broken the hand. Ah, that's okay. It's just a hand. It's just a hand. It's just a hand. Just a leg, a hand, your neck, your feet. That's all. Okay, no problem. Continue. No, just joking. If you ever feel like you have any, you know, serious injury or serious pain, please stop the practice. Okay, always stop the practice. All jokes aside, because it's important to stay healthy and fit, and never go further than your body will allow you to go. Okay, again, relax. So what we're going to do now is, it's called tuning in to our practice. And it's like a welcome ceremony. And in Sufi yoga, this is a very simple but very effective welcome ceremony. Okay, and it's very simple. We sit in a seated, easy position. This is called the easy position. Okay, we sit in an easy position. We have our left foot under our perineum, and we have the right foot here in front. Okay, and we're relaxed in our pants. This is very good. Yes. Perfect, very good. And essentially we're straightening our back and just relaxing our muscles, straightening our neck, but bringing our chin down a little bit. And we've got the hands in this relaxed position, okay? And we bring our hands together and create a lot of warmth in our hands, okay? And then we take our thumbs and we push them lightly against our heart center, okay? Obviously this is where the heart is, okay? The heart center is here, and this is also where the heart chakra is. Now, if you speak with different Sufi masters, like from the Naqshbandi, they put a lot of effort and focus. They will say there are different laqa'if or different centers in this area. Okay, this is true, but the one predominant heart chakra, as they say, of the 7 chakras that are up the body, or 8 if you count the aura as a chakra, is this center here, which is typically described as a green energy center, okay? And that's what we're going to work on today. And in fact, every time that we start our class, we give love to our green energy center, the 4th chakra of our heart. If you rub your hands together, you can say, wow, I have all this warmth between my hands. Why is that? Because I've got 72,000 so-called nadis or nerve channels going through my hands. So all this warmth is generated, okay? And you push your hands together and push your thumbs against your 4th chakra here, okay? And you breathe in on Allah and breathe out Hu. And this you do loud, so we're going to breathe in loud. So it's just follow me. Allah. We do this twice, and on the 3rd time, we're going to touch our 4 chakras, breathing in and breathing out backwards. Like this, okay? And this is to honor our upper triangle. The so-called upper triangle goes from our aura or from our 8th chakra down to our 4th chakra like this. And there's a lower triangle that goes from our shoulders and our heart chakra down to our perineum, which is here, okay? This is the lower triangle, okay, of our energy body. And this is the upper triangle of our energy body. And as you can see, they both meet here at the heart center, okay? So let's try again. The first two are very simple, okay? But the last one is we're going to take our shoulders, I'll show you sideways a little bit, and the thumbs are going to touch 4th chakra, 5th chakra, 6th chakra, 7th chakra, 7th chakra on exhale, 6th chakra, exhale, 5th chakra, exhale, 4th chakra, rest, finish the exhale, okay? And this is always, okay? You got that? Okay, so let's try again. This will be our opening practice. Close your eyes and be within yourself. And with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And now, third time, touch all your chakra points and come down and touch them on the way back. And it's a very light and very subtle activation of your chakra centers, okay? Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. We're now in the class. And with this, yes, this is the first part of the practice, okay? And we, just to welcome you on board and be with it. Now we're in the energy group. Now we're all together, unified with Allah in this wonderful communion, even if online, even if we're together, hopefully. And someday, hopefully, we'll all be together and practicing together in one group, okay? And what I've done for you today, again, is that I've actually prepared this green energy Kriya, and it's going to be about 40 minutes long, okay? And we're going to go through different motions, which are maybe 1 or 2 minutes each. And then after that, we're going to rest for about 10 minutes in what's called Shavasana or Shiva Asana. And the Shiva Asana is nothing else except to lay flat on your mat and just be still and let the energy of the yoga practice flow over you. And this is a part of every single yoga kriya or every single yoga sequence that we practice. At the end is always a Shiva Asana or a Shavasana. And this is to balance all of the energy in our body, okay? And after the Shavasana, we will do one final mantra or one final dhikr, which I will teach you at the end of the class, okay? So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, let's get started. So, I want to get us going with a wonderful position that's here for the backs, okay? And for that, we should probably take away our pillow. And when I say probably, what I mean is if you can go down on your feet like this, okay? In other words, if you can sit on your feet like this, it's preferable. If you cannot, you're welcome to use a pillow and sit like this, okay? But if you can, it's preferable to sit like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands here in this position, and we're going to go back and forth, rock back and forth with our bodies. Okay, just like this, just like this. Okay, and you can see that I'm not really moving my head much. Most of the movement is coming from my belly, okay? So I'm actually using the belly and the lower spine to come back and forth like this. And this is what's called the camel ride. So we Muslims should love it, okay? The camel ride. So we go back and forth like this, okay? And what you're doing is you're relaxing the energy and opening the channel of the Kundalini, which is based in your first chakra, and letting it flow, letting it expand through your body. And the shoulders are doing a little bit of work, but not too much work. Most of the work is coming from your hips and from your belly. And we're going to breathe in. This is important. Slowly breathe in, going forward, and out, coming back. Going forward, going back. Allah, breathing in. Ooh, breathing out. In our mind, okay? If we breathe through your nose. Okay. So take your time. Nice camel ride. I'll show you a little bit from the front as well. Okay, just a little bit from the front. Your eyes are closed. Focus with a mild focus here on your third eye between your eyebrows. Okay, this is your sixth chakra. Okay, and Nasul Mardiya is what we say. Okay, Radiyatan, Mardiya, Tazkiya. Okay, these are the different nafs or the lata'if in Arabic, in Tasawwuf. Okay, Nasul Radiya, Nasul Mardiya. Okay, Allah is pleased with you and you're pleased with Allah. Okay, this is for vision and for imagination and for dreaming and strategy and taking part in the world, but from a bird's eye view. Okay, and channeling the unseen universe from within. Okay, so breathe in. Hold your breath, pull your stomach muscle together and your lower muscles, and exhale. And again, breathe in on Allah. Pull your stomach muscle together and exhale. And breathe in one more time. On Allah, pull your stomach muscle together and exhale. Very good. And now you're going to want to slowly come out of your knee position. And you're going to want to stretch your legs forward like this. Okay. And just relax your legs a little bit. Probably your legs are a little bit tight. Very good. Okay. And turn yourself. Well, I'll turn myself sideways for the camera. You can just stay in your position. And what we're going to do now are what are called body drops. Okay. So I'm wearing this jewelry. I'm turning it sideways so my jewelry doesn't get damaged. If you're wearing rings or things, you might want to take them off for your practice. Okay. So what we're going to do is put our hands on a fist like this and then push up and fall down. Okay. Push up and fall down, okay? For the ladies, if you're having your menstrual period, you might not want to practice this very enthusiastically. You just maybe want to push up like this. But for us guys, there are no excuses. Just go up and down and let yourself fall. And you're letting yourself fall on your, essentially on your perineum, which is between your legs, and thus you're awakening the Kundalini energy. Okay, these nice body drops wake up your nice Kundalini energy in your butt. Okay, and the wonderful practice for waking up in the morning. If you're lazy in the morning, you can't get out of bed like me sometimes, then you should practice these nice body drops. And just like that, go at your own pace. If you can bring your feet with you, that's even better. That's a really powerful body drop. Okay, and if you cannot manage to do that, that's perfectly fine. Okay, very good. Stretch out your legs, relax your legs. And now we're going to come in the next position. And this position is called the crane. And what we're going to need to do is stand up for a quick moment. Okay. And this I'm going to try to show you with the camera if I can. I'm going to bend this back a little bit. Exactly. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring our hands together. We're pointing it upward like this over our head. Okay, and then we're going to go down with our knees just like this. Okay, and the feet are going to be a little bit wider than our shoulders. And now I'm going to show you from the ground so you can see a little bit better from the ground, I hope. Okay, so again, bring your hands together like this, bring them over your head, and then come down like this. Okay, just like this. And this is going to be the position, and from the side it looks like this. Okay? And you're just going to look forward, close your eyes, and breathe in slowly. Allah, breathing in, ooh, breathing out. With a mild focus on your third eye, between your eyebrows is where your sixth chakra is, Nafsul Mardiya or Lata'if al-Mardiya. Okay. Take your own time, be patient. If you need to use a pillow, you can sit on a pillow. Perfectly. And breathe in. Pull your muscles in your stomach and your lower abdomen. Relax. Very good. And if you want to drink a little bit of water or juice or milkshake or whatever you have, feel free. Okay. And we're going to switch to another position. which is what I like to call the jog box. This is for boxers, okay? You take your hands like this and you fold your hands before your thumbs like this. Close your fingers around your thumb. You bring your right knee up and punch with your left and switch, 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 switch like this. This is your moment to imagine yourself achieving some goals, breaking through some walls that someone is trying to hinder you from doing something in your life, and you're breaking through that wall. Usually it's just ourselves that hinder ourselves from fulfilling goals, okay? And you're just gonna punch like this, all right? Islam means peace, Islam means peace. Okay, so, and breathe in. Breathe in on Allah, exhale on Hu. In on Allah and exhale on Hu, okay? In, 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 out. So it's Allah, 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 in your mind, okay? Very good, excellent, excellent, wonderful. If you've come this far, you've already hopefully learned a lot. Okay, the next position, and you can relax and maybe get something to drink, if I will. Because I'm a very comfortable yoga teacher. I like to enjoy that. Enjoy this nice drink. And now, after killing the mullahs, my wife is enjoying a nice glass of wine. Okay, just joking. Okay, we are actually pretty careful on maintaining Sharia in this house. Okay. All right, so take your fingers like this and grab from this seated butterfly position your toes. Now I'm going to intentionally turn away from the camera because this may be a little bit unusual for our viewers. So what I'm going to do is lean back a little bit as far as I can, open my legs like this. And this is going to be an exercise mainly focused on our second chakra, okay? Our second lataif, okay? And it's what we're going to do with that is it's an orange colored, very creative energy chakra that's between our legs, just below the belly, okay? As you can imagine where it is, okay? It's where all our life is created and born. And it's all about being an artist or being a creative, universal musician or magician, okay? So breathe and slow breath in and out. And just relax into this breath. We're not going to do the fire breath today. Normally in this position, we would do what's called a fire breath, but we're not going to do that kind of breath today. But I'll teach fire breath in the next class, inshallah. Breathe in carefully. On Allah, breathe out. Breathe in. On Allah and out. And slowly come back down into the neutral position. And again, turn your body toward the camera. And now we're going to practice our first yogic mantra, okay? I'm going to use a pillow here because it makes my life easy. And what we're going to do is take our left leg and put it on top of our right thigh as much as we can. If you cannot do this, don't worry about it. Just sit in a normal, easy position. But if you can do it, it's very advantageous for you, okay? And the mantra we're going to sing is called Om So Hum, okay? Om So Hum is the sound, okay? And what this means is, this is for radiating, expanding green energy from the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, the lataif, okay, the latif, al-mutma'inna, okay, or the nafs al-mutma'inna, happiness, contentment, joy from within us, and for all the trees, all the nature, all the plants, animals, all the human beings, all the universal creatures, expanding this green energy from within. We're going to take our left hand and put it on our right hand. We're going to sit a little bit like the Buddhists, okay? And we're going to sing Om Soham. I've got some nice music. I don't know if you can hear the music. If you can't hear the music, I hope you can hear the chant. Okay. Breathe in to begin. Om Soham. Om Soham. And imagine the green energy radiating from your heart. Om Soham. Very good. Om Soham. 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 Very good. And breathe in. Bring your hands above your head and over to the side like this, and imagine a sunshine going from your left hand over your body and into your right hand. And now I'm going to teach you a little bit of fire breath, okay? And the fire breath works by pumping your stomach out and then letting the breath come back in. Pumping out, letting the breath come in. So it's a little bit difficult, okay? But try your best. Keep your hands open like this and try your best to do a little fire breath. It's a nice izan in the background here in Istanbul. Maybe you can hear the nice izan in Asian Istanbul, here on the Asian side of the Bosphorus, okay? Keep your hands as straight as possible, your palms facing the sky. Imagine a beautiful sunshine spreading out across the top of your body, over your head, in a perfect white arc of light. Your eyes are closed with a mild focus on your third eye, on the point between your two eyebrows. You're not forcefully rolling your eyes upward, they simply happen to fall, or your gaze happens to fall on the point between your eyebrows, as if a sunshine would open up immediately therein, and you could gaze directly into the sun. And breathe in. Allah, breathe in, and exhale, bring your hands above your head and over your face and into your heart, and just relax for a moment. Take a couple of deep breaths with your hands open on your knees. We have the izan in the background, of course, beautiful izan from Istanbul. And now we're going to switch and do some sit-ups, but these sit-ups are a little bit creative, okay? These are not your typical sit-ups, but they're sit-ups actually from a knee position. And the way we're going to do them, and I'll turn sideways for this, okay, so you can see it a little bit better in the camera. We're going to turn sideways like this. We're going to take our hands and we're going to fold them in such a way that our right thumb pushes against this very thick part of our left hand. I'm going to show you a little bit closer how this goes. It's a very specific hand position. It looks like this, okay? So this is more or less the position, and your left thumb is just going to fall on top of that without any force. But the pressure is going to be here, okay? This is called the Venus point, and that's why we call them Venus sit-ups. So the hands are folded like this, and the pressure is here, okay? Coming back to this position, from here we're going to do some sit-ups, and we're going to, and for the ladies it's the opposite. So for the ladies actually, yes, exactly. You push your left thumb into your right hand. Exactly. Perfect, okay? And so for the guys, it's like this. All right. Put your hand behind your head like this. Breathe in. Allah, breathe in. Exhale, go down. Try to bring your third eye onto the mat. Breathe in, Allah, and Allah, breathe in. With a mild focus on the point between your eyebrows, your third eye. And try to keep your elbows straightened out toward the back as much as you can. And do some wonderful sit-ups. We are exercising our third chakra. Nafs al-Muhimma, it's called Nafs al-Muhimma. Third chakra or Lata'if. The color is yellow, and it's all about manifesting your will and manifesting your worldly desires in this universe, in this lifetime that we are living currently. So, like, if you want to finish a project, or if you want to become stronger in your company, or get your exam degree and you study, you're using your third chakra. Breathe in, pull on more band on your stomach and the lower abdomen, on Allah, and exhale and pull, very good, and relax the hands on the position. Very good. Excellent. And let's come back to a seated position, and you're welcome to stretch your legs a little bit and relax. I'm actually going to just close the window for a while. Thank you, Muazzin. I understand it's prayer time, but we're going to finish our yoga first, and then we're going to pray, of course. Okay. So just come back in the neutral position. Now the sunshine has moved a little bit, so I hope you can still see the screen as much as you can. Have a nice drink. I'm going to enjoy my lovely non-alcoholic healthy beverage. Okay. And we're going to sit here and we're going to bring our hands to the front like this. Okay. And your left hand is going to go up. Breathe in. And then you're going to switch hands and breathe out. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in. Allah. Allah. Like this. In your mind. A little bit faster. Close your eyes and think Allah, breathing in, and Hu, breathing out. It's very fast. Allahu, 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 like this. And through the breath sequence and the patterns, you're going to be looking at your third eye from within. And now bring both hands up like this and breathe in. Pull your lower body, abdomen together. Pull. And relax on Hu, and just relax for a few minutes. with your hands in an upward position in your palms. Breathe Allah going in and breathing out. Allah inhale, exhale. Take a few nice deep breaths. And enjoy so far the Kriya. Kriya meaning the sequence of the yoga that we're going to use. Okay? As you can see, we're moving upward and upward and upward. Okay, down and up toward the body. Okay. And now what we're going to do is, remember the position we just did for the sit-ups, like this? Okay, we're going to do the same hand position as we just did. And we're going to bring it over our head like this. You can just see it like this. Okay. So the position is like this, but over our head. Okay. Let me adjust the picture a little bit now. I'll take the time to adjust the picture. And so we're able to adjust like this. And then we're going to do a similar fire breath. So again, the thumb is pushing into the left hand like this, or for ladies, the left thumb is pushing into the right hand. And we're going to do a fire breath. 1, 2, 3. So the abdomen is actually going to pump the air out on exhale, and then the inhale will just happen automatically. Okay. Okay, eyes are closed. Focus on your third eye, very mild focus. Okay, breathe in. Pull your abdomen, your lower hips together. Pull, 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 pull. And breathe out. Switch your hands. Keep the position above your head. You remember this pistol position that we had before? And now you're just going to hold this pistol position above your head. Allah, breathing in. Breathing out. Okay? Very peaceful. Breathe in, breathe out. The mild focus on your third eye. If your hands get tired, you can bring them here down to in front of your heart center like this, okay? But try as much as you can to stay in this position, okay? Only if your hands get tired would you do this, okay? But otherwise, try to keep your hands as much as you can up to the ceiling. Usually it's the shoulders that get a little bit tired, and you can kind of move and relax your shoulders a little bit. That's a very good. And whenever you're ready, you can bring your hands up to the natural position. Allah, inhale, and exhale. In your mind. You know, we're always breathing in and out through our nose. Breathe in, pull your lower abdomen, your stomach, your lower hips together. Pull, 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 and on the exhale. And switch now your hands to a position like an opening flower. So your fingertips are actually touching each other like this, and they're just over your head. And you can see that the position went from here to here and now to here. So we're opening the hand position, the so-called mudra. We're opening the mudra above our head. And opening the Kundalini energy, we started at the very, very base of our spine, at the perineum, and went through the belly and the heart centers, over the neck and the third eye, and now we're in our seventh chakra and in our aura. And that's what makes this Kriya so wonderful, is that we go through all of the energy centers of the body in a very peaceful and relaxed manner. Okay, so breathe in on Allah. Breathe out on who. Breathe in on Allah. Breathe out on who. In your mind. Always breathing in and out through your nose. For those who are wondering, who is the guru? Who is the guru of this Sufi yoga tradition? There is no guru. The only guru is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he is our full focus for this practice. If you have to personalize, today is the Prophet's birthday, so take the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was the master of the outer sciences and the master of the inner sciences, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he still is today. He still is today. We breathe in on Allah. Hold, pull your stomach and your lower abdomen and your lower hips, and exhale and bring your hands down to your knees in an upward position, and take a few deep breaths. Allah on the inhale, on the exhale, breathe in and out through your nose. Very good. And now we have a few minutes to sing our next yoga mantra. And it's a very simple mantra. We put our hands like this, push back our elbows a little bit, and we project again energy from the heart like we did our first mantra. Okay, mantras are extremely powerful. Okay, people underestimate the mantra in yoga, but the mantra is the most powerful part. And the body is actually just to unblock energy for the mantra. Okay, in this case, the mantra is Hari, 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 Har. Okay, Hari, 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 Har. Har is God in Sanskrit, but it's the God of manifestation. Okay, it's the God of creation. You could say Al-Khaliq. Okay, Al-Khaliq is maybe the Arabic equivalent to Har. Okay, and Hari means I'm going to give this creation to the universe. Okay, so we're projecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as much as we can say we're projecting him is not correct, but we're channeling this manifestation energy, or we're channeling this khaliq through our hearts. It means that if I create, I will create from my heart. Okay, I will not create from some other part of my body or with some other ideas, but just from the heart. Okay, so we hold this position and we will sing together the mantra.
So just before starting the song,
Please go ahead. Yes.
So should we sing it? Hari, 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 Har.
Yes, I will sing it now. So I will start the music, and the music is not really music as such. It's just a background that I use to keep the rhythm.
My question is, should we also repeat okay, but here the question: while I am saying it, I will be not able to breathe through my nose. It will be through my mouth, because
of course. No. I mean, let's say the idea of breathe in and out through your nose is only when I don't say do something else. Okay, so when I say sing, or when I say there's a breath like, there's a breath technique like this. Yes. So of course you're not going to breathe through your nose. You breathe through your mouth. Okay. There's another breath technique where you can see I make my tongue like this, you know, and I'm breathing in and out through there are many different breath techniques, okay, but the standard breath technique is in through the nose, out through the nose. Okay, only if I say something else. Of course, when you sing, you know, it's like this, and you sing Hari, 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 Har, and then breathe quickly in your nose. Hari, 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 Har. Hari, 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 Har. Like this is the breath technique. Do you understand? I guess you understand.
Yes, I understand.
Right, very good. Okay, good. So let's start the music and begin. Breathe in. Hari, 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 Har. 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 When we sing, we're projecting this green energy into the universe, our creative manifestation energy of Har, of the Khaliq, of Har, into the universe through our fourth chakra. Okay? Hari, 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 Har. 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 Smile when you sing. This should be happy and lots of fun. Smile, smile, smile. Hari, 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 Har. 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 Very good. Breathe in. Hold, 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 hold. Pull, pull, pull. Stomach and lower abdomen together. And exhale. And bring your hands in what's called Gyan Mudra or Jnana Mudra. Your thumb and your index finger together. Your remaining three fingers together, relaxed and on your knees. And just take 2 minutes to breathe and focus on the unity of the universe. Yoga or Tawhid. Okay? Yoga or Tawhid. Keep this in your mind. And relax and breathe in and out. Allah, breathe in. Breathe out. Close your eyes with a mild focus on your third eye between your eyebrows. Your back straight, your neck straight, your chin lightly down, and in a relaxed position. Allah on the inhale. On the exhale, breathe in and out through your nose. Meditation is not doing. Meditation is simply being, just as you are in the current moment. Breathe in. Pull your abdomen and your lower belly together and exhale, very good. And I think you've deserved today a very nice Shavasana. So lie down and enjoy 10 minutes of rest. And I'll show you the position of lying down. It's really the easiest thing in the world, and just lie down. But nevertheless, I'll show you what the position looks like. So what we're gonna do is, simply lie down once. Sorry about that. And don't worry. And don't worry, don't worry. And just like this, you're gonna lie down, and your hands are just gonna be, straight like this. So that's the whole position, okay? You can have your hands down like this, you can turn them over, but the whole point is just to relax on your back, okay? So I hope that you enjoy relaxing. And I'm going to, in the meanwhile, just do the same Shavasana, but as your lovely teacher. I hope you find me to be your lovely teacher. I'm going to sit in this pose. Okay. And let's see if we can get the, yeah, that's perfect, Hassan. That's perfect. So I'm just going to sit and, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. Anybody who wants to drink something before their Shavasana is welcome to do so. I'm going to have a little bit of my super duper power aid. Samana John here says, good night. You're welcome to sleep if you want. I'm just going to rest with my hands in an upward position for the next 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, very good. And enjoy the Shavasana. And I think what I'll do is I'll sing you a little bit of what's called Nad Yoga. Nad Yoga is the yoga of sound. And I'm going to practice a little bit with you, but without the tabla, just with a tabla. And slowly, slowly start to bring your spirits back into your body. Take some long, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose. And slowly, slowly start to wake up. And you can start to move your hands in a circular direction. And you can start to move your feet in a circular direction to let the energy circulate. And I'm going to wake up one of our students here. She's awake. Very good. And you can stretch your hands above your body and twist to the left and the right. Just like a cat stretch on the ground. And you can bring your knees up to your chest and go back and forth a few times on your knees. And I hope that you had a nice Shiva Asana or Shavasana relaxation. And welcome back to the dunya. Welcome back to the dunya. I hope you had a nice time in Asanas or wherever you were in your nice subconscious space. And again, you can roll 1 or 2, 3 times out of your position of Shavasana. And welcome back. I hope that the Kundalini energy has divided itself or spread itself nicely in balance across your body during Shavasana. And we're almost finished now. We're just going to do one last meditation for class, and then we're going to tune out of the session. And then we're finished with our very first class of Confluence Sufi Yoga. So for now, the mantra that I want to do, because today we're exploring Allahu quite a lot, because it's the basis mantra of Confluence Sufi Yoga. And we're going to continue this tradition now with a mantra or a dhikr, which is an Allahu dhikr. And it's a very traditional dhikr that's used by the Nimatullahi Sufis, by the Chishtiya Sufis, by the Naqshbandi Sufis, by many different Sufi groups. And the way it works is that you take your right hand and you put your left hand on top like this, closing your hand over your fist like this, and you put your right hand on your knee like this, on your left knee, very good. Yeah, exactly. And on your left knee, exactly. You're not stretching or pulling. This is just a very relaxed, thing that you're doing here. And it's the same dhikr that we were doing the whole time today. So it's Allah breathing in and Hu breathing out. Okay. And when you breathe in Allah, you breathe in the entire universe. And when you breathe out Hu, you breathe out the entire universe. Okay? Dunya, akhirah, barza, Allah, everything. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. And at your own pace and in your own tempo, let's begin. Breathe in. And breathe out, relax, and welcome. Wonderful. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed the class today. And for those of you viewing, I hope you enjoyed watching and perhaps also practicing online. And before we tune out, I just want to make a last message, was that we're going to actually do this hopefully Fridays, every Friday around the same time, 2 p.m. Central European, which should be 8 a.m. Eastern Standard in the US, and it should be, I believe, 8 in the evening Singapore. So somehow we globally manage the entire world, okay, for anyone who wants to join us. And if you can't manage to catch our classes in live, then of course we're going to save these videos and put them online so you can enjoy the Kriya. And for those of you who would like to contribute to the energy and the work that we're doing, we have a PayPal address in the link below. And you can contribute €5 equivalent or whatever you want to contribute, whatever you're able to contribute. And we appreciate it very much from our deepest fourth chakra hearts. And I hope you can feel the green energy within you. And for those of you that really want to focus on this green energy Kriya, you can practice this Kriya for example, 40 days, or maybe 90 days, or even 180 days, and you can see all the changes that happen in your life. It's literally unbelievable how when you give green energy and you give love from your heart, the world gives you the love back. And many, many doors open, many opportunities for your own personal and spiritual development arise that you would never have expected just by doing this Kriya for a longer period of time. Try it, enjoy it. I hope it works for you. And now let's tune out. So bring your hands together, create warmth between your hands, and straighten your back, straighten your neck, bring your chin down, push your thumbs against your fourth chakra center. And we're going to say Allahu 3 times. Again. One last time, touching our top 4 chakras. Allahu, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful remaining week. And I hope to see you next Friday at 2 p.m. Central Eastern European Standard Time. Thank you too. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for watching and practicing.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Have a great week.